for so many kids right now, their focus is on the summer and summer camp for those that are lucky enough to go. But what is camp going to look like this year? Joining us now on the MegaCast, let's bring in Suzanne Bates. She's the Executive Director for Camp Westminster. Great to have you with us, Suzanne. How are you?
Thank you. Just fine. Just excited about this summer.
Oh, so many of us are so excited about this summer. Tell us more about your camp and how are things going to be different this year?
Okay, Camp Westminster on Higgins Lake, this will be our 96th summer.
Wow.
And so we're a ministry of Westminster Church of Detroit. We're on the north shore of Higgins Lake, and the lake is still crystal clear and beautiful. The trees are the same. It will slightly be different because children will be grouped in pods, cohorts, just a smaller group with the same counselors, and they'll have dedicated equipment. But otherwise, we'll be just enjoying the lake. We'll be canoeing and kayaking, swimming, all the activities that people have enjoyed for generations.
I remember summer camp when I was growing up. Suzanne, were you able to have camp last summer?
Last summer, we had to take a hiatus from the normal camp, but we had a program called Stay and Play where families and children came up and they learned to swim still, and they still did the lighthouse climb, did archery. So it was slightly different. But it wasn't the regular program that we usually had,
Right. So it looks like it's returned somewhat to normal this year, but it's still kind of hard because we do know that, for adults, it's all about vaccination, but we also know kids under 12 can't be vaccinated right now. How did that play into the plans that you were making going forward for the summer?
Well, on our website, we have a video that looks like Swiss cheese. And basically, it's multiple protocols that we're using. So campers will be grouped in small pods. They will only be with the same counselors, and they'll have dedicated equipment. They'll keep their equipment all contained in a barrel. We have multiple cleaning protocols. So I think it will be just wonderful after this tumultuous year to be out in the fresh air. We'll prioritize outdoor activities, and we will be eating outside, so lots of picnics. But otherwise, it'll be vintage Camp Westminster.
That is so great. Suzanne Bates with us here on the MegaCast. She's the Executive Director for Camp Westminster on Higgins Lake. And how long do the camps actually run?
Start on Sunday and end on Friday or Saturday, although for activities like rock climbing and learning to sail and just camp, we have a 2-week session in July 11th to 23rd.
So with that, Suzanne, if I can ask as well, it's a great time for the kids to get outdoors, but I feel like the kids are different from when we grew up. Technology is such a part of what they do. Will they be able to disconnect per se from the whole world while they're there at camp?
Every summer, I have campers and counselors that come up to me and just say, as though this is a big secret, they say, this was the best week of the year. This was the best summer of my life. And I think being able to connect personally with people is needed more than ever this summer after being in a virtual screen time. Being outside and being able to talk with people, I think, is more important than ever for children's social and emotional health.
So with that, Suzanne, we know that you're doing everything you can to be safe, but what happens if you do have an outbreak of COVID-19?
We're working we have a health officer, a full-time health officer who is monitoring the situation. We will be working very closely with our state licensing agent, with the Department of Community Health there. So we have protocols in place for every situation.
So what are the top favorites when it comes to some of the outdoor activities?
I think that we have things like a Gaga pet and things like Nine Square and just talking, playing at the tetherball that are independent times for people just to have a good time together. But I would say the swimming on crystal clear Higgins Lake, we have an extensive waterfront that's very, very shallow, beautiful clear sand, canoeing, kayaking. Those are some of the activities that children just can't get enough of. We also anticipate this year something new. We're anticipating getting bicycles and scooters for the younger children. We're just looking forward to some new activities as well as traditional ones.
So Suzanne Bates with us here on the Mega Cash. She's the Executive Director of Camp Westminster. Suzanne, if I can ask, how are you guys looking right now on employees?
So we have people who are well trained who are coming back to help us. In the past, we've had counselors from Camp America. So as a result of not being able to come in at this point that we know of, we still have a few spots available. This working at camp it's at the core of college readiness. It's at the core of early career skills. It's a leadership opportunity that normally people say is just so valuable for all of their future career plans. So we have a few spots available, but for the most part, we have well-trained staff that will be there and supervising activities.
I'm like, hey, am I too old to still be a camp counselor?
I would absolutely. And we have a lot of traditions at Camp Westminster, but I would say the greatest tradition that we have is that of giving back. We have so many alumni and people who are wanting to pass these opportunities down to future generations. So, for example, we have a STEAM program where our retired engineer is helping us develop activities for the children this summer that will help to inspire and engage the next generation of explorers.
Do you love that? Because I think for so many of us that were lucky enough to go to a sleepaway camp when we were little, we still remember those memories. Are you anticipating that camp's going to be booked up or registration? How is that going right now?
People are anxious for after this tumultuous year for their children to be at camp. So everything is going well. We're not having as many because of the small pods, so we don't have as many spots as we normally would. So I would encourage people to register now because waiting, you might not be able to get in.
I will say I violated the rules, Suzanne, back when I went to summer camp and I snuck in junk food, which is not a good thing if you're sleeping outdoors.
Well, we share this beautiful property with so many critters. That's the problem.
Critters like sweets too.
They do. I have never seen anything funnier than the biggest candy bar wrapper being dragged by a tiny little chipmunk. So, but we do have a camp store, so we encourage parents to send care packages that aren't particularly sweet oriented.
And with that, Suzanne, as well, how can people find out more information if maybe they're making some last minute plans and they want to send their kid? Because all of this is happening day by day, week by week. So, last minute plans are happening a lot right now.
Yes. So on our website at campwestminster.com, and don't go to .org because that's in Georgia. Go to campwestminster.com and you can see the summer schedule. You can see our COVID plans. You can see all the activities, and you can sign up there at our secure website. So it's campwestminster.com. There's a schedule, and click on that and then register. So registration is online. We also are happy to help. We have at our telephone number 313-341-8969, and we'll register for you or answer any questions. So we also have a Facebook page, Instagram, so we're available on social media. However you want to ask questions, please do.
Well, summer camp is so fun. I'm really sitting here going, I want to ask my husband, "Hey, can I go to summer camp?"
Well, you can come to stay and play. You can come up and stay there, and we have all kinds of activities, or you don't have to do anything. You can sit on the porch and rock.
That's always good as well. Well, Suzanne, we so appreciate your time today. Thank you again for being with us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your interview. Bye.